Okay, Gunnar, can you see me? Okay, so here's the thing. There's just some real, the two songs that you have to play, you know them very well. But I guess there's just two key things that you want to make sure that you have real solid. Probably the most important out of the two is to make sure, and you already know what I'm going to say, the timing of your rests, of your stops, are accurate and counted properly before you do your quick little fill on Brand New Cadillac and go back into the beat. So you're playing your beat. 1, 2, 3. So this happens just towards the end, right where it does that quick little stop, and your counts are 1, 2, 3, or you can go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's just you got to make sure that you're really counting that in your head when you're doing that part with the band, and make sure you're not counting it too fast. Make sure you're not starting on 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. You don't want that. You want to say 3 and then do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play that part a few times. You'll hear me yell out 1, 2, 3, do the fill and go back in. And I'll just loop it a little bit to get used to it. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Two, three. Now, of course, we know that the song doesn't go that way where you're looping it over and over, but looping it like that gets you really good at that moment. And then you just make sure that once you reach those moments in the song, you're counting it properly. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you sound really great on everything. I just want to make sure the timing of that is accurate. Okay, the second important thing you want to practice is just making sure that you have those crashes down in Rebel Rebel and the stops. So when you're on the chorus, make sure you know exactly where to. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So remember, that's always after the third Rebel Rebel, they say. Yeah, you got that down really good. The other important thing is just to nail down the ending. You know what I'm talking about when they say, how could they know 2 times? Well, they do it earlier in the song 2 times, and that's kind of your warning that the last time going towards the ending is coming up soon. So remember, and we've talked about this before, it's like after you do the how could they know, it's like there's a couple measures after that and then that little fill. So I'm going to try to sing it out and play it the way it goes. So you're going. So you and I had a conversation about this last week. You were saying, well, is it 3 measures of that and then the fill? Or is it 2 measures of that and then the fill? Well, remember how I answered it's a little bit of both. If you're counting the measure you're playing when David Bowie sings How Could They Know, then it's 3 measures. Watch. How could they know? 2, 3. If you're counting the 2 measures that happen after it, then it's just the 2. Listen. How could that know? 1, 2. So remember, it'll sound like this. 2 how could they knows. How could they know? Good. The fact of the matter is, Gunnar, you sound so good and tight on everything. Those are just the key parts that you want to make sure are really solid before the show Saturday. Don't get too nervous about it. You and I both know you know it well. But practice those parts, okay? Because those are the parts where I will sometimes hear a mistake from time to time, and then it's hard to get back on track if we're off beat. I hope you're feeling better, man, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the show, okay, buddy? It's going to be awesome. So if you could just work on those little parts for me between now and the show, you're going to be great. And I'll see you Saturday night, okay? All right.